have this, okay, so I had this wall full of, like, you know how people put collages of their developed photos, or like Polaroids, but in my case, like developed photos you get from CVS for like 30 cents a photo. Yeah, so I have a bunch of them, but there's tape on the back, so I'm kind of ripping off pieces of my face and other people's face, and it's kind of hurtful, but it has to be done so I can put it into a scrapbook. So, 2017's ending, I guess. Someone told me that. I was like, wow. Where does the time go? Where did the time go? I don't understand the way that time works. I know it's a social construct, but I know it's also like real to an extent, because I've been recording for 1 minute and 20 seconds. And I think it's just honestly a comfort blanket, to be honest. If we didn't need to go to work, to go to school, time wouldn't be such a huge illusion that we forced ourselves to believe was real, because we wouldn't feel the need to need it that much, you know? So, for me personally, for my personal experiences, it's been a very, very challenging year, full of growth, full of realization, full of lessons that I didn't even know I had to learn. And I feel like every year is like that for me, but it's in a different way all the time. And for some reason, you know, as time goes by, the group of friends gets a lot smaller, a lot more condensed. And you just realize who's there for you and who's not. And I can never complain about that. I would rather have a group of 3 friends who I know I can freaking trust with my life. Trust with, like, if I killed someone, they wouldn't tell anyone. Like, Sammy, like, ride or die, you know, my other homie. Bree, freaking ride or die. You know, like, Joella, she's like freaking, I hardly ever see this girl, but when I do, it's like so much fun, and we talk to each other about everything, like, especially when we're going through crap, like, we can confide in each other, there's no judgment, because it's been like that for years, and nothing's ever changed. Like, we'll have dry spells like every friendship does, but you know, it's never like, I can't stand you, you're toxic, you're not a good person to be involved in my life, you know, it's never like that to learn. And my sister's coming in right now, because she clearly wants to be in my video. She's about to pass in the background here any second. See an Afro puff? There you go. There you go, a floated head. The rest has been cut off by the aliens and shipped to Jupiter. Oh, the shoulders are still there. Are you gonna bring her half-naked body over here? Look at the point. Look at the point. Look at the point. This coffee has 4 shots in it, not 3. Woo! This selenite. Let's talk about crystals, man. Because they're beautiful. Anyway. Selenite. One of the only crystals that does not need to be charged or cleansed. It charges up the other ones around it. What your fave could never, never in a million, never in a million, never in a million years, never in a million years, never, ever. Anyway, I got this cool pen, so it looks like this, and so okay, so let me show you. So it's a pen, right? You unscrew it and you write with it. But the gag is, this sound is kind of like annoying. You have this part that you can put essential oils in. Okay, so you unscrew this very top part. Takes a second because it's very secure, you know. And then there is this little absorption stick of cotton that you dip all the strong. Okay. You dip all the oil in it. You just like drown it as many drops of oil as you want. And then you just get a whiff of that essential oil while you're writing. You can take it with you anywhere, and it smells great. And we are the future, you know. So fun thing. It got at Barnes and Noble, you know. These disposable cameras, because remember before iPhones existed, we had to like take pictures on either like a small digital camera or a disposable camera. And this one, it's got the freaking, you wind it up and you can use the flash, you can take a picture. Oh my gosh. And I don't really care because there's like 30 left in here. It came with like a good amount of film. It's not replaceable, sadly, so you're just gonna throw it all away after you get them developed. Giraffe. Perfect pearls. Best invention ever. Cute or whatever. Look at the foot. Look at the foot. I love you, baby. You get on my last nerve, but I sure love you because you're just like my family. You are my family. He does like to chew on things, and he likes to pee on things and poop on things and rip up your underwear from Victoria's Secret and rip up your leggings and... I'm fine. I'm not triggered. I'm not triggered at all. What's a trigger? Isn't that something you pull the lever, Kronk? Perfect pearls are like an amazing invention that I am just now catching on to. I work at Michael's, so we have a lot of cool stuff there, and I don't really get the chance to explore it that much because I'm normally behind the register ringing it up, but I'm learning the embossing lifestyle. I'm also learning the oil lifestyle, which is very, very, very intimidating because oil takes days to dry. This one's got a little scuffed up, but this is my first oil painting. It's very basic because I'm learning how layering works, and Bria's taught me, and she's introduced me to the beautiful life of Terpenoid. She's introduced me to this beautiful original B&J specifically prepared the Masters brush cleaner. That's really cool. You can use it for acrylic, you can use it for oil. That's really awesome. I am dabbling in jewelry making as well. I've made like a few jewelries. I made a few pieces of jewelry for Christmas already. Goodness, I need to breathe. This caffeine has got me wired like a freaking crack. I don't know. So we're currently in a retrograde. So retrograde started yesterday. So therefore, contrary to popular belief, Mercury has not gone backwards. It's actually really stagnant. The orbit is very, very slow compared to how it normally looks. So in the sky, it looks like it's going like this, when actually it's going like this and much, much slower. So it's weird. It's an optical illusion. Learn about it, research it. Koi Fresco did a video on it. Teal Swan does videos on it. Just look it up and realize that it's a manifestation of what you want to happen. You don't have to suffer during retrograde. You don't have to be afraid of doing things. It's preferred for you not to make huge life decisions during this time because things could go wrong. It's kind of like, you know, walking under a ladder on Friday the 13th and you already know that things can go wrong. So it's more of just like instinction, discernment. You have to know, like, you have to have that intuition. But it's just good to just kind of shrink yourself down. Don't really project out and reach out with big life goals right now. Kind of just be with yourself and observe yourself, observe your close relationships. Very important to work on communication because right now communication can be jacked up all the way up because it's just the planet of communication is kind of wonky right now. So you got to really, really put in that effort to get your point across when you're talking about things with people because it can lead, like, arguments are very easy to ignite right now. Be like, oh, wait, what did you say about Mercury retrograde? No, girl, it goes backwards. No. You know, you gotta know, you just gotta breathe. You gotta be patient. You gotta get you a freaking oil pen. This is like an awesome invention. I wish I came up with this. Like, we are the future.